Happy Sunday, everybody. Andy and Steve from WagerTalk.com. We are doing our Road to Millions on August 6th. This is an important episode if you're following along on the Road to Millions because we are having a really great week. We're up 9.5 units. And so last week we did our Bankroll Reset Day on Monday, and we're going to do it again on Monday. So tomorrow, get ready for Bankroll Reset Day. There's many reasons for it, actually. But this is important because with Road to Millions, what we talk about is, taking the units when we're up and then not pushing any units and not risking. So what's happened is we are up 9.5 units, and we are only going to play 2 plays today. Both of them are only 1%. So I would really love to try and get over 10 units. That would be awesome if we could get over that. But if the plays don't go well, no problem. We're down to 7.5 units, and that's way above the 3% a week that we're aiming for. So if you're new to Road to Millions, you're new to this, first off, thank you for joining. Our goal is to try and turn $1,000 into $1 million. And all we're trying to do is make 3% a week. And if you have not seen the original Road to Millions video, it is on a Monday, June 26th on the WagerTalk YouTube channel. It explains everything that we're doing. Encourage everyone to do that. And please, guys, please give us a like, give us a subscribe, and give us a comment. Tell us how good your week was. If you got any questions, please leave them in the comments. We like answering comments from all of you guys. So thanks for joining us. Let's do a little week update here, Steve. I'll take mine. UFC actually was terrible in MMA. That was the weak spot this week. Golf, we ended up splitting. We hit both of our parlay pieces. And then, dang, man, I'll get into this. Well, I'll do this now. We lost maybe our best or one of our best parlay pieces in the Toronto Argonauts. We've been using them on the money line in the Canadian Football League, and dang it, the quarterback gets hurt in the first quarter. They've scored 30 points or more in every game this season. The starting quarterback throws a long touchdown pass. He gets hurt. They score 0 points the rest of the game. So we now have an injury to worry about with them, and it's a real bummer because we've just been cashing the Argonauts on the money line with the parlay. And it was just rinse and repeat. So we're going to have to – we're just going to have to lay off. There's no other ifs, ands, buts about it. We're just going to have to lay off them. But that's okay. That's what happens. You try and adjust, so we'll try and find other parlay pieces. But baseball, my gosh, star of the week. Absolutely star of the week. We went 1-1 in lacrosse. We do have a 1% lacrosse play that's up, so we're going for a profitable week in that. And Corbin did a great job in soccer, grabbed us a couple units in the English Championship League. But where we did our damage was on the diamond. One frustrating loss, but it's hard to be bad about a 7-1 week so far.
Yeah, we'll take it. 7-1. We're looking for one more victory today. Hopefully, we have a small play in the MLB today. Looking for 8-1 on the week, like you said. The one loss was a heartbreaker. It was actually a plus money play on the Rangers run line, so we didn't lose any juice on that one, luckily. But what a heartbreaker. They're down 5-0 early. It looks like we have no hope. It looked like it was easily going to be maybe our worst loss of the week. It could have maybe made the category for worst bet. But then they storm all the way back, tie it, take the lead. We get a 3-run lead going into the last inning. 1 out, Jake Berger hits the 2-run homer. Of course, next 2 outs, Will Smith gets the next 2 outs like nothing. Like it was just like 3 pitches, gets the next 2 outs like nothing. It just ends up 9-8. The Rangers win, but we lose the bet.
Jake Berger, damn it, he killed us when we were betting.
Don't say his name anymore. Don't say his name anymore.
And then he gets traded to another team, and he costs us against him. We cannot get rid of Jake freaking Berger.
The second he hit that home run, I thought of you, and I said, "Stop saying his name."
Oh man, but it's a great week. Plus 9.5 units. Our goal is to make 3% a week, and we made 1.5 last week. So. This is a really, really big step in the right direction. So we're doing really, really good. The goal is to turn 1,000 to $1 million. And keep in mind, guys, we're looking at our bankroll like investment portfolios or retirement accounts. The average annual return on a 401k is 5 to 8%. We know we can do better because we're at 63% for the year. Anybody see the stock market this week? Not us. Not us. So that's kind of what that's what I like comparing us to. Like, are we doing better than your investment accounts? And this week, absolutely, 100%. So, and so when we talk about the Road to Millions, guys, so it's really all about protecting those profits. That is like the whole thing. And you guys have heard me talk about like, hey, once we get up, then we're gonna stop. And we really haven't had that big of an opportunity since we started recording these videos a month ago. But this is the perfect scenario where we have a really good week and there's no reason to force it today. There are a lot of plays that we like, and we're going to go over those plays. I would recommend not playing them. We'll do our Bankroll Reset Day tomorrow. We have a huge week of plays, but this is, in essence, what the Road to Millions is. You get up, you take the profits, we grab all those profits, we put them in the bankroll, we don't pull them out, and then we move on to next week. So let's start going through, Steve, the plays that we do like today that we could have fired on, but we're just going to be really happy with a 7-1 baseball week. And I mean, let's be honest, we're not going to keep hitting 89% of our bets. And this day kind of screamed Splitsville, where we split a few games here or there, and we just figured not worth it. Let's take those 9.5 units. So we do have the 1% play that is up. That was too good to pass up, and we do have the lacrosse prop. But let's start going through the opportunities that we have in baseball. So what were we looking at?
Well, I mean, one that I was telling you about earlier, one play that I was considering was a hitter prop. I was looking at Carlos Correa. He's been ice cold at the plate. He's won for his last 18, and his hits plus runs plus RBIs today is actually plus 100 to the under. Wow. He's actually fallen short of it in 8 of his last 9 games. He's really struggles against right-handed pitching. He's only batting .216 against righties, and he's facing a tough righty today in Zach Gallen. The Twins, it's not an offense that I trust. I've said this before. I know they scored 12 yesterday, but they scored 15 in the 5 games before that. So, he leads off in the Twins order, so he'll get his opportunities. But I was looking at his under today as a potential play at even money.
That guy killed us when we were betting on the Twins. He just single-handedly killed us when we were betting on him. So I'm certainly not going to argue an under on Carlos.
Yeah.
So, one I was looking at, Marcus Semien. He's been red hot at the plate. I think he's hit it like 6 games in a row. He's been doing really good. But he's facing Sandy Alcantara today. He's only had 7 at bats. He has 2 hits, but only singles. So not great. And Katara's been awesome the last 2 games. Oh, my God. He pitched 9 innings and 8 innings in his last 2 games? That's like old school Alcantara. So, I'm laying off Marcus Semien, even though the numbers might suggest he's in a really, really good spot. So what else were we looking at potentially?
Well, we've been fading the White Sox, but we decided to lay off them this weekend. We could look towards the Guardians in a game that starts in about an hour. But with it games, we're talking about that.
Guardians. I just don't trust the Guardians.
Yeah, some fireworks yesterday. We have to talk about that. Everyone's talking about that, though. The Jose Ramirez, Tim Anderson incident. I saw Ramirez is in the lineup today, and we talked about Anderson not being in the lineup today.
They have Ramirez's hits at 1.5. It's minus 265 to the under. I'm telling you right now, under. The reason, the first at bat, he's getting plunked and hard. like
I expect to see it
high
too.
And inside. It's coming. This isn't going to be where they throw it nice and light and it hits him in the thigh. This thing is coming. He better come out at bat with like a knight armor suit, because it's fun. I wouldn't be surprised if they threw at him twice. Wouldn't surprise me if they pulled up a minor league pitcher for a 1-day contract to have him come in and light up Ramirez. There's no chance they don't throw at him once, probably twice. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I see him getting hit at some point today too. Maybe if it's that first one, the pitcher's gonna get tossed though. So I just heard that Jake Paul announced that his next fight is going to be actually against Tim Anderson, his next opponent, Tim Anderson. So. That should be a good one.
I've never ever seen baseball players throw off their gloves and just completely stand toe to toe with
Yeah,
the
Anderson
fighting
squared up
stance?
like he was
Yes.
good form, but he caught that right hook and he and
No striking
collapsed.
defense. No striking defense whatsoever. Weak part of his game. So, yeah, I don't want anything to do with that game today. I'll bring up another one. The Dodgers are playing, and it's Sunday. Steve, you want to tell them the record for Dodgers on Sundays?
4-14, and then bounce right back on Mondays and Tuesdays like a charm. 4-14 on Sundays. It's just a wild record. We've talked about it, and I've said I don't believe in the day trends, but this is one I believe in.
So I really wanted to fire away on that one, but here's the thing: they do play on Monday and Tuesday. So if they lose, I think it's and they're playing the Padres, so you're going to get a good price on them. It's not going to be one of those like minus 300 on the on the money lines. They're going to get a decent little price. So we'll see if they lose again. If they do, maybe we'll start off on Monday and Tuesday with the Dodgers. But again, we're laying off all these because listen, winning's not easy in this business. We're up 9.5 units. We're very happy with it. So we're just going to lay off today, kick back, and just throw a couple 1% plays up. So anything else that we were looking at today?
I not in the MLB, honestly. I mean, the Dodgers were one I really wanted to talk about with Lance Lynn on the mound a little bit more, though.
Oh, yeah, talk about old Lance.
Yeah, but I challenge him to not allow home runs today against that Padres lineup. He's allowed 31 bombs on the year. Even in his last start, his first with the Dodgers, he looked okay outside of the 3 solo home runs that he allowed. So, I mean, it's like around pretty even money on that game right now as far as the money line on both sides. So I could see fading the Dodgers tonight. But as far as what we're doing, and if you're following the Road to Millions, I would just play it close to the vest. We're going to have a lot of plays next week at the beginning of the week. So we'll have a lot of opportunities to make some units to start off next week.
Yeah, so let's talk about what we have on the upcoming week and why we're going to do Bankroll Reset Day on Monday. So get ready tomorrow, guys, if you're watching this and you're following on Road to Millions. And if you're not following on Road to Millions, please jump in, grab all of our plays. They're at WagerTalk.com. Get a 30-day pass. The promo code for a year pass is still available, Andy365. Get you half off a year's pass. That's by far the best deal, the best way to go about it. You get a year's pass and you kick back. You don't have to worry about if we have a little bit of a losing week. I thought Ralph Michaels brought up an amazing stat on Wager Talk today. Think about this: if you hit 60% of bets, you're just the best in the world. I mean, if you hit 60% of bets, like you can do the Road to Millions in a couple years. You can turn $1,000 into $1 million in a few years. You've hit 60%. Okay, so Ralph was saying, if you hit 60% and you're the best, you're only profitable for 7.2 months out of the year.
I heard you guys talking about this. I think.
Isn't that amazing? that you would only be successful for just barely over 7 months. That's amazing. So it just tells you like on this Road to Millions, like limiting the losses because they're gonna be there. But even if you're just losing a little bit for 45% of the year, your bankroll is going to go up exponentially. That was an amazing way to kind of just throw out there, like just winning a little bit here and there turns it into profit. That blew my mind, to put it that way.
Yeah, when you look at the 5 months of losing, if you're firing away big plays during and you end up on a big losing streak that lasts an extended amount of time, that's how you really burn through a lot of units. I've done it in the past. Tons of people have done it in the past. You know what I mean? Everyone, you got to learn. It seems like a lesson you have to learn. You can't. It's not something that. But if you haven't learned that lesson yet, then follow along with us and play it a little closer to the vest. Keep to the plays that you are the most passionate about.
Yeah. So I think we're 14-7 this week. So we had 21 plays. I don't think we had anything over 2%. That's the other nice thing. When you have those low percentage plays, it's kind of no sweat. You're not really worried about it too much. So, all right. So what's going to happen on Monday? Well, first off, Corbin has a really big tennis tournament that starts Monday. So we want to make sure we get those plays in, and I want those to be part of the new week. The second thing is Dana White Contender Series is on Tuesday evening. So I want to kind of do the bankroll reset that way. The Dana White Contender Series play is on next week's. And then Steve, you can talk about baseball department. You're by the way, you're the head of the baseball department on the road to millions. I think I told you that, but congratulations. But
Thank you.
going hard and heavy to start the week in baseball, right?
Yeah, I think we have at least 3 spots circled to start the week, and then later in the week it might get a little slower, which actually might work out really nicely for the road to millions. Because if we can start out hot like we did this week, and build up those units, then we have some options down the stretch where we can fire plays, not fire plays, and like yesterday we had two, but they were both plus money. So we ended up hitting one, and actually yesterday, even though we went 1-1 and took our first loss of the week, we scratched up a little, like .2 unit or something like that.
Yeah,
but we'll take it though.
We'll take it. So
Take it every time.
So Monday, get ready, guys. We're gonna have a lot of plays. Normally Monday is not a day where we have a lot of plays, but be prepared that Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday are going to be higher volume than what we're all used to. When I say higher volume, I mean like 3 or 4 plays, or maybe 5. So it's going to feel a little bit different, but all the spots line up perfect. So that's why I want to just bring this week to an end, grab our 9.5, hopefully 10.5 units today, and then get a fresh start on Monday. So get ready. We'll have the plays out, all access passes. All those plays will come out, and you can grab those. And if you don't have all access pass, you can grab them. Or it's $9 Monday, so you can grab all those plays. Our MLB pack will be $9. The tennis plays will be $9. So, but really encourage everyone to follow along to grab an all access pass. Get you 30 days, get you a year. And if you have any questions, just let me know. Hit me up on Twitter. Leave a comment below if you want to ask questions or talk about it. I've done more calls with people about the road to millions than I ever thought in the last month. It's been great. Like, I have no problem taking time. I've talked to people for an hour, half hour, even went over to my buddy's place and helped him set up all of his sports books. So if you have any questions about this, please, feel free to ask. We're here to help. So, all right, Steve, it is time for the streak of the day. This is probably the play that we were closest to playing and we ended up laying off. This may surprise people that we are not playing the Rangers because we've been playing them and riding them. So streak of the day, Rangers, money line. Why are we not playing them today?
Well, really quick, I just wanted to recap our last streak of the day play.
Yeah.
Gotta take the L there. We had the Cubs team total. We talked about their over 3.5 on the team total. It looks like I might have underestimated the Wrigley wind as they got shut out. Although it didn't seem to bother the Braves bats. They scored 8 runs. They managed to score 8 runs. So I guess the wind wasn't too much of an issue for them. Of course, the Cubs bounced back the next day and scored 8 runs, no problem. So you got to look their way right now as far as scoring runs. We saw that series against the Reds and they put up a boatload of runs in that one. Mm-hmm. So, but looking at the Rangers money line, they've won 5 in a row. We've been riding them this weekend. They let us down yesterday on the run line. Today though, They run into Alcantara on the mound, and we talked about him earlier. He's 17 innings pitched in his last 2 starts with only 1 earned run allowed. He's been lights out. Heaney hasn't been bad, and the Rangers do have obviously the edge. Their lineup is wild. They have the best lineup basically in baseball, just about. But I got to say, the Marlins, they've put up some respectable numbers the past couple of days. The addition of Berger and Bell to that lineup, and they're a little stronger than they were before the deadline, that's for sure.
Yeah, incredible numbers from Alcantara. That's 17 innings pitched. Well, man, 1 run. Incredible. So, Rangers were close to making the card, but no chance we want to bet against when you get a pitcher that's pitching that hot. So, all right, guys, that's going to do it. Please hit the like button. Please leave us a comment if you got any questions, if you want to tell us how good or bad we've been doing. But we're going to grab that plus 9.5 units, guaranteeing ourselves profit for this week. And tomorrow is a pretty important show because we're going to do our bankroll reset. So make sure you have your spreadsheet ready to go. If you don't have the spreadsheet, you can click on the pinned comment and you can download that for free and you can get your bankroll set up there. So again, if you have any questions, please let us know. So thanks everyone for joining us on the road to millions off of a great week. Let's make it 2 strong weeks in the row starting tomorrow. Good luck, and we will see everyone on Monday.
Good luck.